What's up, guys? It's the Nice White Guy, or you can call me Alex, and this is episode 1 of Storytime with the Nice White Guy. Now, in this story, I'm going to tell you how I saw a man die. Now, I've only seen one man die in my entire life, and this is how it goes. It was extremely horrific. So, if you don't like, hearing about people falling off buildings and cracking their skull open, you do not want to listen to this story, so go ahead and turn it off now. I will be okay with that. But yeah, so if you guys are still listening, you want to hear the story, then here it is. Now, this story happened I believe about 5 years ago. So I was 15 years old, and I was out in out in front of my house, playing around, tossing the ball around, playing around, just having fun. And I see this guy across the street. Across the street, I live next to a senior citizen home. If you guys don't know what a senior citizen home is, it's where these senior citizens, 65 years or older people, they go to live because they can't take care of themselves, and can't live like regular humans, so they need people helping them with stuff. So I live across the street from this senior citizen home, and what I see is I see one guy hanging outside his window, and the building is pretty big. It's about, I don't know, 3 to 4 levels high, and this guy's at the 3rd level. He's at a 3rd story window, and he's hanging half his body outside, half his body in. So he's sitting with one leg out and one leg in, and I don't know if he was whether drunk or just freaking crazy, but he's hanging outside this window, and he's yelling at people and cursing at them and calling them names, and people are just looking up, looking at him, and then they just keep walking, because, it's a senior citizen home. Maybe the guy's off his medication, maybe the guy's just old and crazy, or maybe the guy's, who knows? Who knows what was wrong with him, but, so this guy's out, hanging outside the window. He's yelling shit at people. He's yelling shit at me. I'm just looking at him. I'm like, oh, whatever, dude. You crazy bastard. So, I'm minding my own business. I'm just doing stuff. This guy's still yelling at people. Cars are driving by. The police actually came by to talk to the guy. They came by, talked to the guy. They told him, hey, get back in the window. If you're drunk, get inside and stop disturbing the peace, or whatever the hell they talk about. So they did that. He goes inside for a little bit, maybe about a minute. The cops drive away, and he comes right back out. He sits right back in his regular position. He pulls the one leg in, the one leg out, and he's back to yelling at people. And I don't know why. This guy just, I guess he had fun yelling at people. He was trolling people. He likes to be a troll. So yeah, this guy's yelling at people. I'm getting tired of him, so I'm gonna head upstairs. While I'm walking upstairs, carrying my football in hand, I see something out of the corner of my eye just fall outside the window. Now, under the senior citizen home, in their garbage area, there's a bunch of mattresses. There's about 15 to 20 mattresses. So at first, I was thinking, oh, okay, it's just a mattress. Somebody threw their mattress out the window. Because, they're too lazy to walk it down and throw it to the garbage, so they just toss it out the window. But then, I look up into the 3rd story window where the drunk guy, or crazy guy, whatever he was sitting. And he was, he wasn't there anymore. And I was like, uh-oh. Now, either this guy went inside, or he fell. And I highly doubt that he went inside, because he's fucking nuts. So I go to my mom, and I say, hey, I think someone fell out of a window and hurt themselves. I didn't know this guy killed himself, but I thought, he hurt himself. So I head on over there, I run across the street, I go check on him, and I don't touch him. I don't want to fucking touch him. He's laying on the floor, and this guy is covered in a puddle of blood. His own blood is just dripping out. I think he, I don't know, landed on his head, I guess. But yeah, so he's not moving. He's laying in a puddle of blood. I'm like, okay, somebody call 911. And yeah, you know, the nurses come out from the senior citizen home. They're checking on him. They're like, "Oh my God, is he okay?" Blah blah blah. So, you know, I'm going back upstairs because the police, they called the 911. Ambulance is showing up. Police are showing up. I can't do anything. I'm not a doctor, so I just head on home. I get out of there. So I head on home, and about 3 hours pass from this guy. They took him away. They took him to the ambulance. They took him to the hospital, and, you know, tried to help him and stuff. So 3 hours passed, and then I get someone knocking on my door. I go check on the door, and it's a police officer. And I'm like, oh, okay, what happened? And the police officer tells me, he asked me some questions. He's like, all right, what did you see? What was this guy doing? Blah, blah. What's wrong with him? I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to know what's wrong with him? I'm not the nurse at the senior citizen home. I'm just the guy living across the street. And I saw that this dude was either drunk or fucking nuts. Go ask them if what's wrong with him. But yeah, so I'm answering this officer's questions. And then I ask if the guy's okay, or if he's, you know, what happened to him. And the cop says that he fell, he cracked his skull open, or something, or, you know, landed on his head, and died at the hospital when they brought him over. So he did not make it. He passed away, and I was just like, wow, that sucks for him. I can't believe it. I don't know if he wanted to do that or not. Maybe he planned on it. Maybe he suicided. Who knows? I don't know. It was a very, very strange time that I saw. It was very weird. It was a very weird incident that happened in my life that I saw that, and it didn't freak me out. I'm fine with blood. I don't have a problem with blood. So, no, I didn't get scared or anything. I'm like, oh, okay, shit, this guy fucking cracked his skull. This is not good. So, that is the story of how I saw a man kill himself, or a man get killed. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but a man died in front of me, pretty much. So, you know, that's story time with the Nice White Guy. It's a strange story, I know, but let me know whether you guys like it or not. You know, if you guys want me to continue this series, I will. Thank you guys for watching. Alright guys, now here are two videos you may have not seen. The first video is my first impressions on the new community playlist Infected. Now the second video is a 38-7 gameplay using the MP7 on Dome, where I talk about some problems with Modern Warfare 3. I hope you guys enjoyed those videos as much as you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.